Do you struggle with social anxiety? Do you feel like people judge you for what you say or do? Most of us are happy to meet with our friends, have a nice conversation, but many people wouldn't feel comfortable or even confident enough to simply walk up to a stranger and introduce themselves. The fear of being judged can really limit you from just going for it. So here are the 9 steps to overcoming social anxiety. The first one is to understand and remove the assumption that people are judging you. For example, when you walk into a room, do you automatically assume that others are judging you and looking at you? Now, it might be possible that some people will judge you. It's even more likely that they're not. And that's usually the case because people are too busy doing their own thing and they're too busy thinking about themselves and their own insecurities. So if that's what's bothering you, first, you need to understand why people judge others in the first place. At some point in your life, you may find yourself in a situation where someone criticized you or someone close to you even judged you. But if we just analyze that situation for a moment, people who judge and criticize others do so because they lack something within themselves. It is their own rejected thoughts they are projecting onto you. They may lack confidence or happiness in their own lives, which causes them to be really unhappy people who criticize and judge themselves and others. You see, a person cannot give you what they do not have. Their minds are so full of negativity that they project these same feelings and words they have towards themselves towards you. And some people want you to feel the same way they do. And others really have no idea that they're doing it because they're so used to the negativity themselves. Number 2 is to stop letting negative words in. The fear of being judged is very closely linked to the fear of rejection or the fear of being left out. So when people criticize you or say something that they don't like about you, many times we may see this as rejection, but actually if you just reframe this rejection and understand that people's criticism towards you are not judgments, they're simply opinions. By allowing the words of others to negatively impact you, you are giving them all your power. Instead, decide not to let negative opinions of others affect you. Because when you do, it'll only cause you to doubt and punish yourself, especially when you interact with other people. Don't give anyone the power to judge you or reject you. This only creates and causes you to develop a fear of socializing, which will then lead you to avoid social situations out of a fear of potential judgment from other people. Now, this type of social withdrawal can create a cycle of anxiety. So instead, develop strong resilience. Tell yourself that others cannot judge you. Only you can judge you. Then make sure that the judgments that you have about yourself are full of praise, kindness, forgiveness. For example, have the opinion of yourself that you're smart, that you're beautiful, that you're interesting, intelligent, and worthy, and that yours is the only opinion that matters. Practice this and it will change your life, which ties us into our next step. Number 3 is to praise yourself as often as you can. Research has shown that happy people praise themselves and others frequently. How often do you praise yourself? Let me know in the comments. Now, while criticism weakens our self-esteem, praise boosts it. When you appreciate and praise yourself, you boost your self-esteem, you strengthen your self-love, and this lessens the need to depend on the approval of others. Know that your worst criticism in the world that you can receive is your own. When you repeatedly tell yourself negative things about yourself, you create limiting beliefs that hold you back. And likewise, the best praise in the world that you can receive is your own. And that's because no one has the power to remove that praise and love away from you. It's from within you. So if you learn to praise yourself and use kind, encouraging, forgiving words with yourself, then you'll be well on your way to transforming your life. So from now on, make a commitment that you'll frequently praise yourself and swap out the negative self-criticism for positive encouragement. Number 4 is to stop seeking acceptance from others. Give yourself the acceptance first. Too often we give others the power over how we feel about ourselves. We may ask things like, do I look okay in this? Did I do that right? Was I good enough? These are all examples of how we seek approval and love from others when truly we need it only from ourselves. And where did we pick up this need for acceptance in the first place? It can all be traced back to when you were a little child. As a child, you were dependent on your parents to keep you safe. And when you wanted their love and approval, this is because You were dependent on them for your survival. So the problem is, as you grew into an adult, many people failed to make the transition into no longer needing this approval from other people. Once you realize this, you can actually start to make changes. You can begin to no longer look, say, or do things for the acceptance or approval of others. Instead, you have the ultimate freedom and acceptance from yourself to live your life as you please. Number 5 is self-talk. Challenge your negative thoughts. Many people with social anxiety have negative thoughts that hold them back. When you're in a social situation, you may have habitual thoughts telling yourself negative things like, you're going to make a fool of yourself. Don't do that. Don't say that. You might think things like, I'm not good enough, or people won't like me. Be mindful of the words that you tell yourself. These negative words form a blueprint that your mind and your body move towards. Try and challenge these negative thoughts by replacing them with positive alternative thinking. Try using positive affirmations such as I am enough, I am likable, I want to be here. Things like I am interesting, I'm interested in people, and people are interested in me. Because once you make these declarations, you're now improving your blueprint in your mind. And this blueprint will guide you to feel positive feelings and self-confidence when you're in social situations. The power of choosing your words mean that when you change your language, you change your life. Number 6 is to take baby steps. Overcoming social anxiety is a gradual process. It's not something you do overnight. Simply start by taking small steps. You gain momentum that way. Try saying hi to a stranger or attending a group activity with people outside of your friend zone. Gradually increase the difficulty of the situations you expose yourself to and practice mindfulness. Practice being present in the moment. Not only does it help you become more aware of your thoughts and your feelings, it can help you manage them better. Number 7 is do not compare yourself to others. Have you ever heard the saying, comparison is the thief of joy? One of the biggest negative impacts that social media can have in our lives is the detrimental comparison that we tend to make between ourselves and other people. This can be with people that we know or those that we follow because we admire their lives, and oftentimes that can lead to feelings of insecurity and low self-esteem. People often feel anxious about what they post on social media because they're worried about what others will think of them. They may also feel self-conscious about the number of likes or comments they receive, and this is actually referred to as social media anxiety. So while social media can be a great way to stay connected with friends and family, social media can also have a strong link to social anxiety. For example, those who feel they lack social skills in comparison to others are more likely to experience social anxiety. They compare themselves to others that they think are more outgoing and energetic than they are, and as a result, they may think that others will find these people much more fun to be around, leading them to feel insecure and in fear of rejection. You will never feel it necessary to compare yourself to others when you're content with who you are. By not comparing yourself to others, you will be far less likely to feel insecure or unhappy with yourself. Number 8 is no one is perfect. Don't envy or get jealous of those who appear to be perfect. For one, perfect people do not exist. People feel a connection to those who are most similar to them. So this means that we typically choose to surround ourselves with people who share our vulnerabilities, as it allows us to feel understood. When we meet someone who appears perfect, we can sometimes feel like they have no similarities with us, or that we have no way to bond and connect with them. So when you embrace the fact that no one is perfect, we all make mistakes, and that's what makes us human. Know that the people who love you don't expect you to be perfect. You should love yourself enough to not expect yourself to be perfect too. Number 9, you will always be enough. The most important factor of all with people who suffer from social anxiety is that they have this feeling that they're not enough. At some point in your life, maybe there will be people that have told you you're not good enough, not beautiful enough, not talented enough, not successful enough to be loved and accepted unconditionally. But that is not true. The truth is, you are enough. You're more than enough. You've always been enough. Truly believing that you are enough is the best way to grow your self-love, eliminate limiting beliefs, and the presence of social anxiety in your life. So now that you know the steps to overcome social anxiety, it's time to put them into practice and start experiencing the many life-changing benefits of doing so. Social anxiety is very common for many people, but it doesn't have to hold you back. By following these 9 steps that we discussed, you can overcome your social anxiety, live a more fulfilling and happy life, and remember that you are not alone. There is help available. I hope you enjoyed this video. If it was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit that notification bell for new videos every week. If you have any questions, please comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And for any help and guidance on how to achieve a positive mindset, I have a coaching program that takes you in just 6 weeks from where you are, feeling stuck with self-doubt, living in fear, not embracing change, to experiencing freedom, having massive clarity, confidence, being excited for your future, creating the life you really want while being in control of your mind and emotions. So to find out more, click the link below to schedule a free call with me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.